Hey everyone, John here with azWHOLEistic and CBD Studio and Dispensary in Phoenix. Wanted to answer a couple quick questions. We're getting a lot of questions regarding, specifically, why did I just get my medical marijuana card if CBD has other influences without the THC in it? So I'm just going to insert a video from Christopher Shade, who is a PhD. He is a scientist with regard to cannabinoids specifically, and he deals specifically with brain detoxification. And what we've known so far over the years of study is that THC has very little gene transcription modulation, which means it's going to influence certain genes to do certain things, to initiate this inertia into our chemistry so that genes can be influenced and help with our immune system. THC doesn't do that very well, but CBD does. Cannabidiol has very powerful immune modulatory effects on the immune system. So I'm going to insert this video to give you a little bit more detail from Christopher Shade so that you can see what he's talking about. Please enjoy this.
We all know THC, very strongly psychoactive. It's a strong agonist of the CB1 and CB2 receptor, but it first hits the CB1, so its most dominant focus is on the CB1 receptor. Now later when we talk about gene transcription, you'll see that THC has very little effect on gene transcription, meaning expressing your different genes. So phytogenomics is the study of plants regulating how you express genes, and it's a huge part of how herbal medicines work for us. But THC doesn't really do that. THC is more acting on these different receptors. Now, CBD is known to be non-psychoactive. Now, that it doesn't mean that it doesn't have a neurological effect, because it strongly modulates the receptors themselves. And so in the case of THC, CBD actually modulates which of those receptors the THC hits. So THC dominantly goes after the CB1 receptor when it's alone, and that gets you high. It has a very psychotropic effect. But when you add CB2 in, it nudges the THC over to the CB2 receptor, which gives the THC then more of an immune-enhancing effect, an immunomodulatory effect. And then you also get more of the anti-inflammatory effects of it. So when you're doing cannabis medicine and you are using THC, it's crucial to include CBD in it. But CBD on its own, contrary to a lot of belief that you need to have THC involved, CBD has very strong effects all by itself. And a lot of that, and back to the feeling of changes in mood and changes in well-being in CBD, from taking CBD, is because of the way it stabilizes the glutamate receptor, takes away glutamate excess, and produces a more GABA-toned neurological system, which makes you feel more relaxed. But now another thing that CBD does, and I forgot to put the slide in here for it, is inhibit an enzyme called FAAH, F-A-A-H, fatty acid amylase, or fatty acid amide hydroxylase. And this enzyme breaks down anandamide, and CBD represses it. So when you take CBD, you keep higher tones of anandamide, which give you more of that bliss feeling, which is why you'll take CBD and you'll feel good from it.